Hi students, I have Kyle here from Wayne State and he's going to tell you a little bit about it.
Hey Spirit Lake, how are you guys? Like Miss Nelson said, my name is Kyle Van Wyk from Wayne State College, and I'm just stopping in to kind of inform you and educate you guys about Wayne State College. And if you're interested in after what I have to say, then you're more than welcome to get in contact with me. I'll leave my business card with your counselor, and that has my email, work phone, office phone, everything that you would feel comfortable with getting a hold of me. So. First of all, just a little bit about Wayne, Nebraska and Wayne State College. Wayne is a town of about 5,500 people, and it has a bit of a small hometown feel, which is kind of nice. But our college is a Division II college of about 3,500 students. Campus is located on the north end of town. If there's any golfers out there, there's an 18-hole golf course just north of the town. To the west is mostly just residential with apartments and houses. To the south is kind of our business sector with different shops and things like that, places to eat downtown. And then to the east is kind of a mix of business, residential, and also kind of our healthcare and hospital facilities in the town. So as a college, very traditional campus. When you think of a traditional campus, you think of, library, athletic fields, academic buildings, a student center, a recreation center. We have all those things. And it's kind of nice where the entire campus is kind of put together in one area where you're not having to get in your car and drive from one end to the other. You're not having to cross highways to get from building A to building B. From east to west, you can walk across campus in about 7 to 8 minutes. I guess maybe that's depending on the length of your legs or how fast you walk. But yeah, about 7 to 8 minute walk across campus, so nothing huge. And that's really kind of nice, so you're not often having to sprint from class to class or anything like that. As far as kind of our educational profile, we offer 90 programs of study. Currently, our three largest majors in terms of number of students in those majors are education, business, and actually the third one is criminal justice. Education kind of makes sense for us because we started as an institution to train teachers or students to be teachers, so that makes sense for us. Business is also kind of a no-brainer just because it's so broad in general, and there's a lot of different avenues you can go down with business. So, but criminal justice is kind of a surprise one for number 3, and we just got approved to construct kind of a crime lab, forensic lab on campus where they're going to turn a house into kind of a place where they can set up situations and scenarios with flexible and movable walls to create different. So it's not just a set structure, but it's this flexible building that you can set up different scenarios with, and that just got approved a few months ago, so we're really excited about that. 26 pre-professional programs that you'll spend 2 to 4 years if you decide to major in one of our pre-professional programs. You'll spend 2 to 4 years at Wayne State College with the understanding and expectation that you'd have to go on to graduate school somewhere for example, dentistry school, pre-physical therapy or physical therapy, med school, law school, and anything like that. So yeah, 90 programs of study, and I'll leave a couple of our view books that has all of our programs that if you want to sift through those and see if we have what you're interested in, then you can take a look at that as well.
So Kyle, can you tell me about the financial end of Wayne State and what it would cost to attend?
Yeah. Being from Iowa originally, Iowa students are automatically going to get a little bit of a discount compared to our other non-resident students. And so for you guys, as it stood, a full year of cost for us equals 30 credits of tuition, paying for your room, paying for your board, student fees, and also kind of estimating costs for books. And that number comes out at about just over 16,000 for an entire year. Which we think is pretty affordable, but I also want to make sure students understand that there's actually a way they can receive the in-state resident rate through some of their high school academic credentials, and the in-state resident rate for 1 year is just under 14,000. It's about 13,009. So one way an out-of-state student can receive the in-state tuition rate or cost rate is if you take the ACT and you score a 22 or better, then you'll come to Wayne State College as a freshman with receiving that in-state resident rate. Another way is if you have a cumulative high school GPA of 3.25 or better. That's another way you can receive that rate. And then the third way is if you finish ranked in the top 50% of your high school class. That's the third way. So you just need one of those three. You don't need all three. You don't need two of the three. You just need one of those three, and you'd come to Wayne State receiving that in-state resident rate of just under 14,000. And to keep receiving that year after year, then you just need to maintain a college GPA of 3.0 to keep receiving that. So that's kind of where our cost lies. I feel like it's a great opportunity for out-of-state students to receive that in-state tuition rate, and we feel like that's a pretty affordable number for a four-year institution that offers the opportunities and amenities that we have at Wayne State.
Definitely, that's a wonderful cost to go by and think of. Last thing, just can you tell students how close or how far it took you to get from Wayne State to Spirit Lake, and what the distance they can expect?
Yeah, Wayne State to Spirit Lake is anywhere probably 2 hours and 15 minutes to 2.5 hours. So from Sioux City, Wayne is only 45 minutes. So I don't know if students or families from Spirit Lake make it down to Sioux City all that often for like shopping or anything. But I have a sister that lives in Spencer, so I know from Wayne to Spencer takes me a little over 2 hours to get there, and then from Spencer, I guess, on up to Spirit Lake, it might, an extra maybe 25 minutes.
Yeah.
So kind of somewhere in that ballpark where I feel like that's a nice distance, especially for for college kids, where if you want to feel like you're away from home for the first time and kind of being on your own, you have that opportunity. However, if you are in a situation where you have to get home for something unexpected, whether it's an emergency or grandma's 90th birthday party or whatever, then certainly a 2.5 hour drive is definitely reasonable. And from my personal experience, my undergrad, I was 4.5 hours away from home. So, and even that, if I had to get home for something, I could do that, no problem really. So that 2.5 hour window, we feel is not too far from home, but far enough from home that if you want to be away from home, then and you feel like you're on your own for the first time and experience it that way, then it kind of has that both sides of the coin.
Awesome. Lots of great things that Wayne State offers. So students, if you're interested, I do have some materials here in my office. Otherwise, I do have Kyle's contact information, so you can get a hold of him directly. Thanks so much, Kyle.
Yeah, thank you.